Hi guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you're doing very well. Thank you for all the positive feedback on the readings that I did for Halloween and end of October. I'm so happy to hear that they are resonating with so many of you, and I'm really excited to hear about those changes that are coming in and the things that are moving out, lessons and negative things moving out so that positive things can come in. I want to do a reading on Harry, and I'm going to start with my Golden Thread Tarot because I had somebody ask me specifically to use this deck, so I will do that. Sorry, okay. I wanted to wait until I was, more emotionally stable within myself because I don't want to ever put my own emotions onto the readings. To a certain extent, it's unavoidable. Your energy mingling with other energies is okay. Like, that doesn't bother me, but I just didn't want it to skew the reading in any way. And I haven't, I was in a funk for a couple of days, so I thought it might affect the reading, and I didn't want that. So, feeling much better today, feeling really well. And so I feel like it's going to be a good, clear, non-biased reading, which is what we always want. And I'm going to start out with Prince Harry. I did, as I was preparing for this reading, I did see an article about Meghan Markle feeling vulnerable, I think is the word she used, and then saying nobody's asked how she's feeling. And I immediately thought of a narcissist in my life who has this, it's really a talent to make everything about her. There's not a situation that she can't insert herself into and kind of point things back to her. And it's an uncanny ability. I mean, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you are the only person you ever think about. But it does seem to be the case with that. So I may ask some questions about Meghan as well. The first question that I have is how is Harry doing mentally? What's going on with Prince Harry's mental health? So that's where we're going to start. What's going on with Harry's mental health? Many of you have expressed concern about Harry's mental health. And the thing is, he wasn't crying the other day, guys. He was laughing. And I had to watch the video several times to make sure. But yeah, I mean, he's full on laughing, and then he tried to hide. So I don't know if there was something funny on the teleprompter or somebody making him laugh. But he was laughing, and then the woman, it's strange to me that she reached out and sort of rubbed his arm to comfort him, but maybe she was just trying to get him to straighten up, I don't know. So we have High Priestess, Magician, Six of Pentacles. Whew, okay, this feels, this feels heavy. This feels like he's being controlled. The High Priestess in this deck feels very much like a Svengali type figure, like a voodoo priestess, sort of. It feels like somebody who is exerting power and control through the use, possibly, of magic or dark magic rituals. The High Priestess is usually your intuition, right? Your inner knowing and your connection with the divine. But this one is so symbolic. You see all the eyeballs on her skirt? She's holding her Book of Shadows. There's a crystal there. She's got the eye on top of her head as well. There are eyes on the pillars. And I'm just not getting a very good vibe from this card. And then the next thing I get is the Magician. The Magician feels a little bit innocent, feels kind of hapless. This is a card of manifesting things into reality. But with these two combined, this feels like this one is the puppet and this one's pulling the strings. Okay, and you can't make this stuff up, right? This is the person that has access literally to the whole world. This is the person that has every element at his or her disposal, and this is the person that's saying, here's what you're going to do with that. Here's how you're going to use that money. Here's how you're going to use that influence. You're going to leverage that. You're going to leverage yourself. You're going to merch that. Here's what the plan is, okay? And then I have this card of, it can be a card of generosity. It's usually a card of philanthropy for me, but in this case, it feels like a card of taking. It's like jackpot. It's like if you hit that jackpot on the slots in Vegas and you're holding your hand out and getting that payout. That's what this feels like. Now, there are scales on this card that indicate balance and justice, That could be that something's currently being balanced. It could even be a karmic thing that has to be balanced out. Or it could mean that justice will eventually catch up and justice will eventually be served. Whew, what a place to start out from, guys. I'm going to switch over to the Oracle cards and just see what we get for Harry's energy right now. I don't have really mental health cards, but I do feel that this person is like dum dum de dum de dum de dum de dum, happy-go-lucky type of person. And you see the infinity symbol above his head. To me, that indicates this person has something to do with that. Like, this person's not in their power at this time. This person is controlling and manipulating a lot of things. It's very much a puppet marionette situation, and it's very much money motivated. It's almost like he's under a spell. It's almost like a trance feeling that I get just talking about these energies. I'm getting trance, hypnosis type of feeling. We have an oracle card for Harry's energy at this time. Oracle card for Prince Harry's energy at this time. Thank you. The Metal King. Okay, so this is an interesting card because the guy is in full armor and wearing a mask. It's kind of a dark, shadowy, out at nighttime type of thing. This is somebody who's not being their true selves. Okay, and the keywords here are discipline, armor, and boundaries. It does feel like creating a wall around myself and keeping all of my loved ones out at this time. It feels very flying monkey to me. That's the phrase that just came to my mind too. This is not somebody who's acting for themselves. This is like if you watch a movie and there's like an evil queen or an evil priestess, she's always got like that second in command. She's got the crow that flies out and looks at things for her. She's got that that guy that's, you know, part of her armed forces that is her right-hand guy. This is that guy. This is a card for that. So this is very much like acting on someone else's behalf, not on my own behalf. And the mask would indicate that, you know, I may not even be in touch with my true self at this time. I may not be sure of who I am at this time. And I'm just projecting this to the world because I don't want them to see what's really going on. What else can you tell me about Harry's mental health, please? Can you clarify this High Priestess and Magician? I want to know more about this. Harry's mental health and this relationship here. Please. Thank you, thank you. Perspective, we have the Hanged Man and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So seeing things from a different perspective. In one of my other decks, the Hanged Man is a lion or a tiger that's been caught in a trap. It's hanging up by his toes. So this could be a little of that energy as well. And then the Ace of Pentacles is, again, it's money. It's so much to do with the Six of Pentacles here. Money motivated, money falling from the sky. And Harry's mental health, please. What can you tell me about Harry's mental health, please? Thank you. Well, and that just flew out. Nine of Swords. He's not doing well, guys. I know that there's a lot of criticism. I know you make your bed, you lie in it. Some people are more fragile than others, and that's just what it is. I mean, you know, I've seen the comments. I've read a lot of things about, well, he's not the first person to lose his mom. No, but for some people, those things are almost impossible to get through, or they never face it. This is a card of anxiety. It's a card of nightmares. It's a card of terrors. This is sleeping and waking, but I feel like there's not much sleep going on because when I sleep, I'm terrified. And I mean terrified. I mean, like, I have to have all the lights on. I feel night sweats. I feel really bad. Not to do, as far as I can tell, what I'm feeling with drugs. At least not this part of it. This just has to do with, you know, real mental torture. Torture. Okay, I'm gonna start over and ask about Megan. That's very heavy. Sorry if you hear me taking deep breaths. I have to like breathe that out. It makes me sad for Harry, and I hope that he's still got some people in his corner, that he hasn't burned all the bridges, you know. What can you tell me about Megan's mental state at this time? Her thoughts or her plans, or her, you know, does she have any anxiety or anything like that? What can you tell me about Megan's mental state at this time? 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups, King of Cups reversed. Very emotionally motivated, very sad. There's grief here. The 6 of Cups is reminiscing on childhood, either yourself as a child, a childhood friend, something from your childhood. It could have to do with children, like daydreaming about having your own children, really feeling, okay, so, and with this, the 5 of Cups coming right after it, 5 of Cups is grief. So could be grieving the loss of a child, could have had several miscarriages. These two together for me would indicate miscarriage. We have children and loss. So loss of a child, loss of her childhood. There could be some inner trauma there. We don't know what all happened to Megan in her childhood or early years. I do know that, you know, there's a lot of rumors about Hollywood and the things that go on there. She may have been hurt or broken in some way. And that's where some of her behavior comes from. Again, don't know. Maybe her childhood was not as lovely as some of us think. This feels like loss of a child, though. Like she's going through some grief over the whole child situation. They can't seem to get that right, and I feel like she thinks if they could get that right, it would bring them together, but she's got the King of Cups in reverse as well. Now, this could be William acting in some way in her mind in a negative way, as a challenge, as a block to something that she wants, but this could also just be she's not emotionally stable. This is not somebody who's in control of their emotions. This is not somebody who's even able really to hide their emotions. As a narcissist, that would be very annoying because you always want to be playing the role that you're supposed to play. So I'm going to clarify this King of Cups in reverse. Clarify this King of Cups in reverse, please. Whoop, that was too many, but the Empress was on the bottom, just so you know. She's the Great Mother card, right? That is about being a mother. Let's see what else we get. Clarify this King of Cups in reverse, please. 5 of Swords in reverse. I just don't want to fight anymore. It really is taking a toll. If you look at this card in the upright, you've got skulls, you've got graves down here. In the reverse, it's still not a great card, but it is indicating wanting to move away from this energy. Even if I'm the one that picked the fight, I realize now that I shouldn't have done that. It's not going to be a winning thing for me. This could also be re-strategizing too, just replanning. Went with a plan, it was a wrong thing, kind of drop back and punt, as my dad would say. What else can you tell me? King of Cups reversed and 5 of Swords reversed. This could also be being resistant to change. We have 2 5s. We have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords in reverse. So that would indicate that something is changing in her life, and she is very emotional. There's a lot of grief here. There's a lot of sadness. One more card, please, for the King of Cups reversed and the 5 of Swords reversed. Yeah, Knight of Cups reversed. There's no love here. There's no one offering me love. Okay, the Knight of Cups is someone who comes in and offers love, offers protection, and the things that come with not just romantic love, but any kind of relationship that the love is real and true and unconditional, something that's a strong bond. This would indicate security, safety, taking you under my wing, wanting to be your hero, wanting to be your knight and your champion. And she's got nobody in her corner at this time, is what it feels like. And this may be that she's regretting starting all of this BS because there's literally nobody that is offering her love or coming out in her defense anymore. Even though Harry, you know, has said some things in the media, it feels like emotionally there's not anybody that's on her team at this time. And that may be why she went and did that interview. It may not have been for our benefit or really talking even about the public. She may have been taking a swipe at the royal family and saying, you know, you guys don't take up for me. Harry, you don't take up for me. I feel alone. Narcissists are very manipulative. And with Harry in such a fragile state, you know, if she may have been talking directly to him, but out in public, and that would be causing him the anxiety and that really awful, nervous, sweaty feeling that I get when I think about Harry. An oracle card for Meghan Markle, please. Where is she right now? Oracle card for Meghan, please. Thank you. We got 2. The Keeper of the Scales and the Mapmaker of Destiny. So fairness and balance, and authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. So she's thinking a lot. I don't feel like these are necessarily about her, but this card does look like her. It resembles Meghan a little bit. Fairness and balance, the Keeper of the Scales would indicate that something karmic or some kind of energy you've put out there is now coming back to you, and you're having to sort of face the judge, okay? That card, the 6 of Pentacles that came out at the beginning of the reading, had that scale at the bottom, and I told you, I don't know if that's present energy or just an indicator that something is about to happen. You're about to get paid for what you have sown. You're basically reaping and harvesting what you have sown, okay? And this card seems to indicate that as well. And now she's feeling like, see how this person's in all white? She's trying to project herself as angelic and like a victim because shit's about to hit the fan, guys. Excuse my French there, but that's what it feels like to me, okay? And then the Mapmaker of Destiny, purpose, inspiration, and free will is, I think, what she's afraid of Harry finding. She's afraid that he's beginning to wake up to the person that he could be if he started to find his confidence and find a purpose. You know, if he was to go back to service of others, and things like that, he might be happy again, and he might be happy without her, if that makes sense. What else can you tell me about Meghan Markle's mental state, please? You know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to go to one more question, because this is the one that everybody's really asking, because they seem so happy out in public. So this is what I'm going to ask, okay? What can you tell me about the state of their marriage? How are the Dumbartons, the Sussexes? What can you tell me about the state of their marriage today? Present time, present day, right now as we're speaking. What's going on behind closed doors? What is the truth of their marriage at this time? 6 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords popped out. 4 of Wands popped out, though. That's a positive card. Oh, and 8 of Swords. Okay, so the first 2 cards that came out, 6 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. Not feeling victorious. This is not working out. My plan did not bring me the results that I wanted them to. Nobody is applauding me. This is very much to do with that interview, okay? This is very much to do with, like, can't you guys see how great I am? How come nobody's on my side? And then again, there's nobody coming to her defense. There's nobody saying, I still love you, I still care for you. She's literally burned a ton of bridges, and there's not anybody out there who's like, I'll take up for her, okay? Page of Swords popped out on its own. This is a message. This could even be like dream messages. You know how you dream about your partner, your spouse cheating on you, and then it turns out to be true? It feels like that to me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, good for you, but I've had that happen to me before, and it's really just your subconscious and your intuition picking up on clues in your waking life and then sort of feeding that to you in your dreaming life, because that's when, you know, you're able to sort of put those clues together and realize what's happening. So if your intuition talks to you in dreams at all, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Somebody may be having that kind of messages come in. If not, that is just a message. It's a communication, could be a text message. We have, okay, and actually with the 4 of Wands behind it, because I was like, 4 of Wands upright, are you sure? But this would be communication. This could be through the media, okay? And showing everyone that we're still a happy, stable home. Look how happy we are to be together. Let's have a party. Let's celebrate. We're twin flames. La-di-dee. Even though it's not the case, we're communicating with the world in a way that says that this is who we are. But the last card that came out is the Eight of Swords. So again, martyrdom, victimhood. This has so much to do with that narcissistic vibe that we talked about earlier too. I'm the victim. Nobody's asked me if I'm okay. That's totally that energy, okay? What else can you tell me about the state of their marriage? What can we know, please? What is the state of their marriage? That was too many cards, guys. What's the state of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's marriage at this time, right now? What can you tell me? Thank you. Justice in reverse. It's unbalanced. They are maybe avoiding something that they know is going to happen. Ace of Swords again. That feels very much like cutting the head off a snake. Here's the reason I say that. We've got the monarch here represented with the crown on top there. We've got the snake right there. We've got the sun rays on the side here, like parting the clouds, like truth and illumination. Okay, it's kind of the same vibe on the Justice card as well. And Justice is a big sword. And because swords are mental health, but they're also communication, something very big to do with communication or mental health. This feels like on a global scale. Truth coming out. Truth and truth. Justice and truth. One more card, please. For the state of their marriage. One more card, please, for the state of their marriage. This is very off with their heads. And Nine of Cups in the reverse. That is all my cards have to say about that. This is, number one, it's narcissism, guys. You know that we've talked about it. But this is dreams coming true, wishes fulfilled, sitting pretty. I have made it happen. And it comes out in the reverse. This is dreams falling down, seeing the things I've worked for demolished, failure, sadness. Those cups are pouring out right now currently. Possibly as these truths come out, we have very big revelations coming out. We haven't seen yet the Justice in the upright. Right now it's still in the reverse, so it could be stalled, but it is coming. It is coming because that Ace of Swords came out right after it. And somebody is not happy about it. Instead of having the life of my dreams, it's going to be completely the opposite of that. Okay, everything was not what it looked like. I feel good that the truth is going to come out, though, because we have so much of this communicating that everything is perfect and wonderful, but it's not. Nobody wants to offer any kind of love or support. We're not victorious, so we need to come out preemptively and say, I'm a victim, you guys don't care about me. Okay, well, let me know what you thought about this very interesting reading. Give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments, tell me what question you want asked that I didn't ask, and please, as always, tell me what you saw on the cards that I didn't see. I love when you share your insights with me. I hope that you have a great day. I love you. Bye-bye.